Hello, and looking today into the data, with the ESO news. This is some sweet stuff coming in. Going to be looking over into councils for elder schools on the difference between Google Play and APK, to where we can get the councils over in the Apple place, the Apple Castle, whatever you want to call it. It's some pretty sweet stuff. And looking into the APK stuff is a complex thing, because that's gonna complex, but it's really fun, and it's going to transfer over the files for castles, which is going to get us high IL onto the screen. As you can see, like I'm putting my hand. Hey, we got castle hand, castle hand, castle hand. Hopefully, you are going to enjoy your drive going on here until 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Later on tonight, we're going to be looking into Webiella. Last night was a special edition of Webiella that's going to branch us into castles, which castles will bridge us into My Isle. It's gonna be sweet stuff. The showing a connection for Elder Scrolls. So what is being looked at here today is how we're going to bridge these connections to where we can bridge Elder Scrolls castles with both Microsoft and Apple. Some pretty sweet stuff. I'm going to go off the screen and hopefully enjoy the music and learn a little bit of stuff and pay in those proper spots that are needed and necessary to where we can have our computer systems working properly, to where we can understand the connections that go in throughout the various servers throughout the web. It's pretty sweet stuff. Be right back. Okay, just got back. Okay, so this is a little haywire right now. Okay, this is some good stuff. So, getting ready to look into castles with Elder Scrolls castles. This is some important stuff for us to realize of what's going on with the different systems. First off, I'm going to look in here for us over in the main page of Google. And I'm just gonna look here on Google. As you can see, this is the main page here of Google. And this is an important part to realize. I'm just gonna type in here for the current day here, as you can do the same thing of it's 10 to 23. Okay, Elder Scrolls, October 2nd, 2023. That's the current day here in the local area. So if you're overseas and you're actually watching this will be different for you because you're in a different area. And some of this stuff looks in there, and you're like, huh, what is this? So there's some videos here for October 2nd here, which looks like this is some really good stuff. People talking about is ESO worth playing in 2023. Of course it is. Further on, what I'm going to get into is I'm going to look into Besta, the Besta site, and there's not much information on castles, but we're getting there. We're getting there. I'm looking for a connection for both between Google Play and the App Store. That's what we want to see. We want to see that. And Besta, in order to have the complete connection, we have to have both the Google Play and the App Store both connected. And so what I'm going to show here is we need a connection, which I'm not sure if there's a total connection of what I'm seeing here. Now this is the most current information that you can see that is kind of being routed. This is some good information right over here on ElderScrollsOnline.com. ElderScrollsOnline.com has two things that's showing, both for see in the Crown Store showcase had one post, and then the something about the global reveal introducing the shadow over Morrowind, which leads us into the Necrom chapter. That's some old information, but fairly recent information. This is really good for us to start understanding how the system is being reconditioned to where we have a complete connection. See what I'm saying? With the ElderScrollsOnline.com with posts, those are important to look into and actually get connected up to. This is the most important information for Elder Scrolls that's been written for today. Over in some call Elder Scrolls Testies. Just like the old saying, not until the fat lady sings, not done until she sings. And so we got some more information about over in Reddit. Reddit is totally gearing up, and that is a great thing. There's more users in the around the web over in Reddit, which is a very good thing, which will branch out to other places. Stuff I've written over in Reddit is going to gear us towards branching us as a total. So what I'm saying by not until the fat lady sings, we gotta have the fat lady be able to sing to where we get the information. So this is the other information that's the most current off of Reddit, the weekly free talk thread here for October 2nd of 2023 in the test lore discussion board. So we got Elder Scrolls Testies and Test Lore. Those are the two Reddits that are going in. You read it because you're seeing it, and this is the most current information over here in Game 8 with the Elder Scrolls Castles. Besta's latest mobile, blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to click on the button here and let's see if Game 8 has a connection with Besta. We need a connection with Besta in order for Game 8 to show a relationship with the game. On mobile here, it's showing here Google Play is good to go, but we have to get the new app files transferred over into the App Store. So this is an important thing for us to get all of the things in line for Google Play. So there's early things what's called early access that's going to help us get over into the App Store, which will complete the connection for Castles, which will complete us the connection going back over into High Isle. If you look at the most current Elder Scrolls release of the Necrom chapter, leading in the same line as High Isle, there's more information that is going away from the Necrom chapter just as much as the High Isle chapter. And so we have to get these connections for a connection for us, showing a relationship. Game 8 has to show a relationship with Besta in order to make this information solidified. As you see the information here for the Elder Scrolls Castles. It says here, right here, the Elder Scrolls Castles is the new mobile game from the critically acclaimed Besta Studios. Read on to learn more about this castle management simulator and its gameplay. Now, the reason why I have been leading over into Webiella is Webiella is building castles for us. Webiella is a simulation. It's an early access game that's going to get us further into getting to castles. Castles is only currently available in Google Play. Now, the difference between Google Play and the App Store, Google Play is for Microsoft devices, whereas in the App Store is for Apple devices. And so I'm explaining right here, this information is more towards Microsoft. And so we have to get the information all connected up. So what I need to see, and those of you that are watching this need to see that there's a connection with Besta, because Besta, of what I had just searched here recently, there's not much information on castles in which we need the connection. Now that's really good to see the information, like the early access. Now Besta might have made a couple of mistakes, and that's okay. We just need to see the information inside of Besta to make the information solidified. And by making Game 8 showing a relationship with Besta in Game 8, that will make it the connection for Google Play. So, looking further in here with Game 8, it's showing here mobile, for mobile. Obviously, the game is being geared towards the mobile devices and Android specifically. And with Android, that's has a complex system for Microsoft. So what I'm explaining how important the connection for Game 8 to have with Besta is to solidify the game here. Now, it's hoped that Game 8 does have the connection with Besta. As you can see right here on the mouse pointer of what I'm showing, it shows here share, but where is this being shared? This is being shared to Facebook, it's being shared to Twitter, and this over in Pinterest, over in Reddit, over in WhatsApp, and Messenger. Now, the thing that I've seen in the most current information for Messenger, there's not a whole lot of users that are communicating in Messenger, which Messenger relies over on Facebook. And if Facebook doesn't have a lot of users or people communicating in Messenger, I'm not seeing the relationship of using Messenger. Messenger is a wonderful tool that's able to be used over in Facebook. Now, if there's not many users using Messenger, well, we're not going to be able to use Messenger, unfortunately. And that's the key principle of what I'm relating here between Facebook and Messenger, and the difference right here of what I'm showing, the relationship of Game8 and Vesta. So right here we need to see a connection between Game8 and Vesta. See, there's all sorts of information of where this picture and this site is being sent. It's obviously over in Facebook and Reddit. Where else do we have the connection? This is some beautiful pictures of what I'm seeing and what you're able to see. Where's the connection for Vesta? Talks about Vesta Studios has quietly released a new Elder Scrolls game, but it is not what you think. Introducing the Elder Scrolls Castles, a castle management simulator currently in early access on the Google Play Store. The game is all about controlling your castle, overseeing your subjects, and improving various rooms and areas of your fortress. If you enjoyed Fallout Shelter, then this is the game for you. That's what Game8 is saying, and what I'm saying is we need a connection for Vesta. So you can rule in your own kingdom. Manage your own castle. Manage your castle. This is for teens, and you teens will absolutely love this. Vesta's mobile game track record. Now, is this a connection? Look at this. This can be a connection, but it's not. Okay, so I have to go further down. Vesta. Fantasy Elder Scrolls cancels Vesta's latest mobile game. Game. What do we have here? It says hot articles. The Elder Scrolls. Now, is this the same one? The Elder Scrolls Castles Vesta's latest mobile game. And then the other one is saying the Elder Scrolls Castles with the apostrophe on the end. Is that the same article? Hot articles, and what is this? Latest news. Okay, so I'm gonna click on here on the latest news. Is this the same one? No, there's no link here to Vesta. There's nothing. You gotta have a connection. Vesta's mobile game track record. This is the most current information for the day, and we don't have a link. This is the problem. So I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna go back on Google. Game 8 is that looks like a pretty good site for getting the information in. So I'm just going to type back in Elder Scrolls 10 to 23. We got this information here on the videos that's possible for castles, but this is just some topics and different things that are going on over in the video world. Now, over in the reading world, we're looking at ElderScrollsOnline.com, Reddit, and Game 8. So now we have the next information that's most current is Elder Scrolls V1 is officially in early development, but it's blah, 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 blah. And then we have ESO server status.net. That's some good information of showing like the time clock of when if you want to know what the time clock, it's gonna be good information, but it's very, very serious and kind of some scary stuff if you're not like totally understanding what time zone you're actually in. The thing that I see, I wish that the ESO server status.net would just put up the EU and NA mega server along with the PTS. That's a lot of information to take in, and if you're not understanding like what time zone, not a whole lot of people even understand what the different time zones are. And so this makes this very complicated. The person inside of ESO server status.net, you can't even communicate with. And there's information, but if this information gets misinterpreted or if the information gets screwed up to where the time, say it is 3 o'clock, but yet the ESO server status says that it's 4 o'clock. Well, that's not the real time. See what I'm saying? If we cannot communicate just as much as over on Game 8, if we cannot communicate communication over to Vesta, we don't have a true communication. What I'm explaining with castles is we need a communication over in Vesta. Vesta needs the communication from the other sites that's gearing towards that the game isn't okay. See, when Vesta, when they see that the game is getting noticed more, getting presented more, Vesta's going to put more information in for castles, which will help us over in High Isle. It's some sweet stuff, and with getting castles ready, you guys are going to want to check out Webiella later on tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's called PST. Maybe like thinking of like ESO, like the PTS, like what the heck is the PTS? Well, you can remember 7 o'clock p.m. PST because that's Pacific Standard Time. Pretty easy to understand. And the next one we have is the ESO Endeavors. Now, what is that? I don't know what that is. It's the Secrets of Talvani, though. It's tickets. Is there a connection with the benevolent Bowed with ElderScrollsOnline.com? That is a question that has not been answered yet. I'm looking in here, blah blah blah. We have some stuff on Wikipedia about the Elder Scrolls. This of what I'm talking about with castles. Castles was just introduced to me just recently, and so I'm putting in Webiella as the connection for Google Play, getting us over into castles. It's being noticed a little bit more with castles. This is going to be a little bit more of a complex matter because I'm explaining what we need is we need the APKs to transfer over the files. What I'm talking about with APK, if you don't know what APK is, don't worry about it. Just worry about when Castles gets fully developed over on Google Play. Most people the majority of people just go over into Google Play and say, I want to download that app and I want to be able to play it. Just like me, I want to go over to Google Play. I want to download it, but I do understand how APK works. So it's a little strange of why these things are not working, why the files haven't been transferred over. I'll explain a little why I've built an app before, many apps actually, and actually apps that I don't even remember that I built. So what I'm explaining with APKs is the APKs have to be transferred over just as much over in Fandom as you've seen Delef. We need Delef to work. We need to make sure that we have the proper file formats going with APK. What I'm talking about with the proper file formats over in Fandom, you need a PNG picture format file to work in order for the system to work. Over in Fandom last night, when I was looking on there are some questions of what was going on over in the release timeline, which is the most important key fundamental principle thing going on over in Fandom. And there are some question marks over in Fandom, which lead over into Wikipedia, which is a serious thing because over there, you look at that and you're like, we need the system to work. And so by seeing Elder Scrolls with the date on it, that helps us find the most current information. The most current information that's being presented for Elder Scrolls is castles. If you're a team, you're going to love castles, and this stuff is brand new. So those of us that are working the system, getting the games that are supposed to go in, castles is supposed to go in, and guess what? We have to do work that we don't know what we're even doing. So we gotta find the information of what's going on. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna look into the Besta site to show to you guys, and then later on I'm going to show the difference between Google Play and the App Store, which will help us build upon castles. Some pretty sweet stuff. So I'm going to go in here to Besta right now, Besta.net, and we're going to see what we have on castles. It's been released, but what release information does Besta have to go off of? Besta doesn't have very much to go off of. Just letting you know, we have Starfield. And so Elder Scrolls Castles. Look what we have. We have in the Besta search system, we have under the games, we have 0 information. In the news, we have 3 things that we can go off of. Look at what this is. This is merely nothing to go off of. We have the Bugler Community Corner. Then we have information on the High Isle chapter. Now, Castles is a pretty good connection with High Isle, because in High Isle involves a lot of castle building. So what do we have under the mods? The mods are considered like a modification of sorts of things. If you're not aware, the things that are going on in Elder Scrolls in the year of 2025, we have very little time to work. And so by 2025, we have to have the new game of Sky Oblivion working. And so by that time, what we have to do is we have to work these little corners to get the system to make it work, to get those little pinpointed locations to where we see the information, to where the information will relate to each other. Right now, it is a complete mess. And so the current information that's being presented for Elder Scrolls is castles. And the best information we have right here is the information from the Elder Scrolls Online, which is a connection within Besta. And High Isle is the best connection that's going to get us over to castles. What information is there? Okay, so this isn't very much information to go off for castles. This is high isle, but what information do we go to where we have a connection with Vesta? Like what I was talking about before over in game 8. Game 8 has to have a connection with Vesta in order for us to understand where this information is getting sent. Now, if game 8 had a direct link over into Vesta, boom, we can go right in. So those of you guys that are working sites that you're not known, but you're known for a site. Perfect example of what we need. We need a connection. We need a link going over into Vesta to show that we're connecting up with the company. The company will connect. There's two forms of the company that show the connections between Vesta and ZeniMax. What we can do with the information of the different sites that are linking up to different places. Really, honestly, what can happen is the linking process going from game 8, for example, going over into ZeniMax or Vesta. Just showing the communication is what we need. So there's not much information on the font, Abiella is probably like, yeah, that's fun. Everyone's like, yeah, I'm a foul. What's your name? Hmm? Pretty sweet stuff. So what do we have here for castles? Not much. Castles. Best of castles. Best of castles. Now this information comes in. They're like, woohoo! We have Quake. We have Nods to Mods interview. Nods to Mods interview again. Modders Unite. Let's see. Scrolls, castles. Let's get the modding stuff here for Vesta. There is just not much information. It was if you get what I'm saying, it was released over to Vesta, but Vesta doesn't have the information. You get what I'm saying? That this was released early, and the guys over on this end don't even see anything. Okay. Oh. So there we go. Is there anything? Oh, and anything in the I saw it. There we go. So I'm just gonna click on this community hub. There we go. Bam! Join our official Discord servers to chat about your favorite games and we love our community and welcome thoughtful conversation and positive vibes. See our list of servers below to join or just take a look around. Beautiful. Okay, so where's castles going in? The Elder Scrolls Online. I am going to look at this Elder Scrolls Online. What kind of connection does the Elder Scrolls Online Discord have? I'm over in Sky Oblivion Discord, and that's the only one that I deal with. We need a castles Discord. See what I'm saying? Over in the community hub, this will help us communicate to what's needed. And over in the Elder Scrolls Online Discord, castles. And this is presented, and they're like, what the heck is this? See, they thought that High Isle wasn't a real game at first. And then they're like, oh, this is a good game. Elder Scrolls Online forums. View the ESO forums. Opens in a new window. Okay, so where this sent me is over to elderscrollsonline.com. Currently in beta. It's like this is the best piece of information for us for getting over into Discord. We have to have a Discord, a castle's Discord. There's no known castle's Discord. So you're going to want to ask your parent for permission to go into a Discord. Like always, it's pretty simple, and you have to ask your parents permission to go into a Discord, because that's some serious stuff, and that's gonna help the connection. Because if you're a teen and you go into a Discord, you're most likely not able to pay for the connection. So it's your parent that's the one that's paying for the connection, that's allowing you to go into the Discord. So I am going to switch the screen here really quick. Let's see here. Now, don't get fussy. Don't get mad, because this is ElderScrollsOnline.com. This is some great information. Castles is coming in, and this is what I'm getting at. We need Google Play, and we need the App Store to connect. And so ElderScrollsOnline.com. If you don't like going into ElderScrollsOnline.com, I understand. I understand that it's a pain in the butt going in there and writing information. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to write the information. However, where's the Discord? I can't go out of the Sky Oblivion Discord. So I'm going to take a quick break. This is a lot of information. This is going to help us gear towards castles and get back to High Isle. Really is. So we can show a connection. The sites have to start showing a connection over into Vesta, because Once Besta sees the connection from the other sites that are the proper channels that channel in the information, we'll have that proper information. Some sweet stuff. Be right back. Just got back over here, over in Elder Scrolls Online, and looking in if there's a connection for castles. Obviously, there's a connection for castles. Is it over in ElderScrollsOnline.com? And there's a connection. That will help us. Let's see here. What do we have here? There's all sorts of complex stuff going in, like signing in to the different places. Same thing on castles. Cold Harbor Castle, Castle Roof, Hunter's Glade Castle, Little Wall Castle. Field Conflicts and Region Castles, Soloing Castle Thorn, Pantherfang No Castle, Mirian Alcair Castle. Unable to open the door to get into Castle Levere. Elders, Rose, Castles. I would think that castles would be in here. Elder Scrolls Castles and ElderScrollsOnline.com. What information is there? Boom! Right here, guys. This is what we need. This is the direct information that we need. New Elder Scrolls game quietly launched. So you gotta be quiet. Quiet. Thank you, Fanoob17_ESO. This is our link in. See what I'm saying? With Vesta and the other places, both in PC and Mac. This is our key getting in. And you would have thought, you're like, huh? This is what? This is beautiful. Thank you, Fanoob. Thank you, Fanoob. Oh yes, your bear eyes are just beautiful in Blackwood. Yes, somewhere in Blackwood you are. You are so beautiful, Fanoob. You are so beautiful. The Elder Scrolls Castles. Only on Android. It's in beta, free to play. Blah, blah, blah. There's not much information here other than what Fanoob wrote as the Elder Scrolls Castles only on Android. It's in beta, free to play. Mm-hmm. And right here, this is what other users have written here. Kind of came in from Mitsuka's. Otor the Mad wrote, you can apparently only find it by going to Vesta's page in the store. If you search it, nothing comes up or the game was pulled. What Matsuka's wrote here, from what I read, it doesn't seem to be available everywhere. For me, Estonia, Vesta's page on the Play Store looks like this. Okay, so this is the information they have on their device when they search for castles. Mighty Doom, Fallout Shelter, The Elder Scrolls Blades, The Elder Scrolls Legends, Starfield Watch. Okay. So Ghost BG ESO wrote, don't know if it's on Google Play Games, PC here for Android. But they wrote, this is the best information they knew what to write as a link. Luna Flora wrote, it's probably only for the USA. But Noob wrote again, the early access program is currently full. Space may open up later. So I guess they took it down for now. They may be doing it in batches for testing. Well, we're getting there. X Strong, more than likely an Xbox user, wrote, Elder Scrolls Super Mario Bros. That would be an interesting game to try. So this is the only information that we have here in Elder Scrolls Online, which is important. There we go. So this is in ElderScrollsOnline.com, and this is the only information we have from ElderScrollsOnline.com. Over in test, you can go over and you can there's a link in there over in High Isle. So if you want to go check that out, there's a connection there, but I don't see anything else in ElderScrollsOnline.com except for this information. I'm going to go off the screen and let you guys look at this, and we can materialize the information that will go back over into Vesta, and we'll start creating a connection for Elder Scrolls Castles. I'll get back in here and talking about those castles, and there's not a whole lot of information for a connection for us. This is an important thing about ElderScrollsOnline.com, to where we see the information. There's not a whole lot of information. It's all about the linking process of where we can go in here inside of ElderScrollsOnline.com. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to look in here of the information of what the difference is for the link in here for an ElderScrollsOnline.com. This is the best information that the guys could do in here that they thought was possible. Right over here, as you see, Matesukos did the best job they could do with a screenshot within Google Play. Quite possibly, this is on over on Apple, and that's unknown. Here's just call me mate. Call me mate. So right here, Ghost EG ESO wrote, don't know if it's on Google Play. Google Play Games PC here for Android, and it says here playgoogle.com/store/apps/details ID blah 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 bestsoft.stronghold. So I'm going to click on the link and I'm going to show you what I come up with right here really quick. Right here, I'm going to click on the link here from ElderScrollsOnline.com and see what comes up. This might switch over and might not show you guys, but I'm going to go into the system really quick. Let's see here. Okay, this is what came up. Now I'm going to go off of ElderScrollsOnline.com screen, and then I'm going to switch over to the Google Play screen of what you guys see in here for the link. Now the link that I have provided over in tests might be a little different. I'm not for sure what that link is. So just by getting the links put in properly, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use this link by Ghost BG ESO if the link that I have provided, if that is different from this one. I want to correlate what's available on ElderScrollsOnline.com to show a relationship for the game. It seems like both links work, but however, they're different. They're different links. So I'm going to look in here really quick. I'm going to show this. Let's see here. Off the screen, off of that. All right, here we go. And this is the link off of Ghost 17 ESO. This is the link that comes in. Again, let's see here. That works. This is good. This is good. And right here, the problem. Look at this. The loading bar issue. Legends. That's been a problem before. But the important part is that we've got a connection here for So that's the. I'm going to go off this of the Google Play screen, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Google Play off, and then I'm going to go over into into test and see if that's the same link. So I'm going to go off of here for Google Play, and let's see here again. What the heck? This doesn't make any sense. There's no... That doesn't make sense. I'll show you again here. Okay, good. This is Google Play. But the question here, there's no there we go. You see the mouse pointer move around. As you see the mouse going here, there's no way to move the app into a different spot. So that Google Play is going to go off. See what I'm saying? They this is on, but it's not. There's nothing. I'm going to go off the screen of Google Play. And I'm going to go over on this is going to Okay, this is just taking a minute to go on. Is it a black screen? It's not a black screen here. There it goes. Test is up. So as you see here, this is a work in progress of what I'm showing the linking within Elder Scrolls Castles. Um, there's there the this is the complete site, but it's not. High Isle is not the page is not linking up like it used to. So I'm going to go in here again. Going to show here. Okay, so this is part of High Isle, and I'm gonna go in here. As all you have to do is type in theelderscrolls.com/high, and then the little middle score Isle, ISLE, and you'll get in there. Sure is sweet over in Sweetwater Cascades. It's the new water purifier in Sweetwater Cascades. Takes a long ways to get down. It really is. There it is. Current Elder Scrolls gameplay view. Castles is a special game that is not for everyone. The game is meant for teens that want to grow within Elder Scrolls. The cover is just being introduced in here because this is meant to see a teenager grow into a mature adult with a horrible wide world that is scary. So before this is brought onto the main page, the game looks to be almost available in Android only currently. Just because you install a game on your device, that does not mean the game is free. So this is good practice for those of you that are teens. Elder Scrolls Castles. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on the E. This is the same one. Same link. But it shows after .stronghold, it shows an and HL equals EN underscore US and GL equals US. This is what that's showing up on the site right now. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on castles. Okay. Uh-huh. So I'm gonna go off the screen here and show here. This is making more sense of what's going on here in the system. This is just way the system's working. That's being programmed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show Google Play again. There we go. This is what is showing on the Google Play screen, both from ElderScrollsOnline.com and Test. So when you go over into Test over in High Isle, this is the same thing. The link goes into the same place. So we have two connections, both from ElderScrollsOnline.com and Test. So this is a wonderful thing for Elder Scrolls Castles. This is some good information. Just it's a little different because used to the screen being able to be moved around, but this screen can't be moved around in here for some reason. This is all the same information, just what is going on with Google Play. Okay, so gonna write in Elder Scrolls Castles. This is on Google Play, so this is some good information. Let's see, the Elder Scrolls Castles is in. This is great. It's for Google Play. What about the App Store over in Apple? We want to see that information. See what I'm talking about? This is just I'm just gonna leave that on here for right now, because I don't know what exactly is going on with that. Always the cancel button, and and then it's just like the different apps that are available are just like Fallout Shelter, Heroes and Castles 2, Mighty Doom, Darkness Saga, Eternium. Question if these things are like updated through what's called the update 40. Why is ESO helper not having the loading bar as Legends and UESP wiki? What connection does ESO helper and Elder Scrolls Legends and UESP wiki have in common? That's a good question. Okay, so this is some good stuff. Castles is in. That's a good thing. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, so castles. I'm gonna go into castles. Mayam. All right, I'm gonna go off the screen and let you guys look at this solar here, and then go further on over into the um, the mindset of Apple having Elder Scrolls castles as well. This is an important thing. So I'm gonna go off the screen. Hopefully you enjoyed the drive, enjoyed the music, and have learned a little bit of some Hope you had a good night. Having had a good night. Hope you had a good day and good drive. Having a cut the stream here fairly quickly. The battery is almost done, and you think like battery. Oh yeah, battery. Oh, you learn a lot about castles. You can tune in later on tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and going to be looking into castles here a little bit later on. Some pretty sweet stuff. Hopefully you have a good day and your drive has went well.